I've been thinking about gold um, because I've been reading Chris Hammer's latest Australian crime called The Valley, and gold comes into it. There is a saying, I mean, you all know this one, all that glisters or glitters, but I think glister was the original, all the glisters is not gold. Um, and it's about the lure of sparkly things, particularly the lure of what you think might be gold. And talking about luring, this is something that Hammer has done all the way through this book. And my God, it made it such an enjoyable read. He does kind of lure us um, away from where the truth is, and we get distracted, beautifully distracted by lots of things that glister away, and you think it's significant, and is it or isn't it? It's an absolute treat because I picked it up um, as an antidote to woe and woefulness, and also to um, some woeful books that I needed the complete immersion in a fast paced, fun and well plotted novel, and I could not have done better. I mean, he's getting better, if that's possible. If you've read Chris Hammer's earlier ones, we're still with Nell Buchanan and Ivan Lucic, um, who this time have been called to a mountain valley because the body of an entrepreneur, Wolfgang Burnside, has been found in the river. And, from the outset, the whole journey is fraught because they have to sort of, their actual access to this valley is sort of hairpin bends. And you've kind of already got a feeling of how many twists and turns we're going to have in the whole book. So accessibility is already a thing. And the community is very, very small. There isn't even a police station. And, detectives are brought in, and even police officers are brought in from local police stations, not far off, but the time it would take to get there. And in this valley, we have a small community, people who've come for a tree change, who want to kind of, they're orchardists. They haven't got a big community, but there's the old house, there's the and then the mine, and this is the most important thing because we're going to spend a lot of time in the mines, which is always fun. Nell, this novel just flicks face more strongly towards Nell, because what we're going to find out quite soon, and this is not a spoiler, well, I'll make sure it isn't, is that there is some connection to this place. And this is what Hammer is doing so very, very well, particularly with this series, is to weave in a narrative or even a past crime into the present, or something unsolved or unknown that has just been kind of, incorporated into the history going forward. And maybe people haven't poked around enough to find out, well, what was that? Why did that happen? And what was actually going on? So you have, I mean, I had an awful lot of fun in our current timeline, and then working out what it is that puts Nell in a position where her personal and professional will be in conflict. And very oddly, she is told to continue with this investigation. Other detectives who've been brought in are taken off this case, and they've been told to take it over. But there's this obvious conflict of interest. So what is going on? Why is it, why has this been waived by their seniors? And this is where Hammer has a lot of fun. He's trailing little breadcrumbs or fool's gold all the way through. So you're sort of thinking you're knowing or might have an idea, and then he swipes the rug from under your feet endless times, and it's endless fun. there are, I just to kind of give you an idea, but we have these two timelines. We have the 1990s, and we've looked at and this is what I think I like as well, is this kind of look at place. The place is very important, and the history of this place, because we're only on where we are today because of where we were yesterday, or a place is only a place like this because of how it had been, what its industry was, or what it produced, what it was known for. So there had been gold. The mine had, done its duty. There had been logging, and there still is this whole narrative thread that's fascinating about the timber industry and the environmentals, and how the police are involved or not, and who'd said what to whom, and how was it shown in the media, and how important was all of that, and who were the main players in all of that. So there's a lot of thuggery. There is a heist very early on, and you spend all the time trying to link things back to that, which makes it really exciting, because you're not seeing, or you think you're not seeing the same characters. There's a lot of fun. So if you want to try and whodunit faster than Hammer, you can't. But you have an awful lot of fun on the way. So as I said, we're slightly looking at more at Nell and her. There is a connection with her biological mother, who had, as it turns out, had been in the town before, and what had happened there. Won't give any more of that away. Just know that it is, if you want to escape, and you don't want to be, we all want to escape, you don't want it to be bloody or gory or too harrowing, you're in the best hands. He dangling us all like puppets on a string. You feel he has an awful lot of fun himself doing this, and there are a couple of really, there's a lawyer in there who I'd string up if I could, but you get invested, and that's when you know you're in a great novel. There you are. That's it. I can't heap higher praises upon them. I'm waiting for the next one, obviously. I will see you for the next book, whatever that may be. See you then.